Welcome into Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler. Today we continue our run playing as the United States. In the meantime, I have done a few actions here with our situations here. I've done a little bit for Alberta here and gotten some trade coming in for some of our expensive government goods. And hopefully that will manifest itself, but we're going to be doing that. Of course, our construction is also going with, we've queued up several things, but hopefully it won't be too bad off here. We're going to continue on in our war. I think the war is going to wind up going very well for us. We have signed a peace treaty? With who? Yeah, they won't do this. Peace treaty. Not really sure why that went. And we have two unproductive trade routes. The sulfur, we were trying to get chemical plants there in Indiana going, so we're going to keep that one going. I'm assuming unproductive just means that we're losing money in them. You see, we're winning even when we're outnumbered there, because they're just behind that far technologically. So we're good. Rivalry broken between two Sicilies and Great Britain. Britain is losing the war against China, whatever that is worth. That knowledge. It's good to have two generals going because they're able to split up. That's really nice. And yeah, so we have. The other thing was I've taken all the Great Plains, so I couldn't have interest there anymore. So we have that. All right. Why are you not capitulated? Alright, we have improved access to consumer goods. Good. Oh, bolster an interest group. We just have to keep that going. We've already been doing that. So there's not another front. We just have to keep going until they're done, I guess. Maybe we have to capitulate them and have that go down. Below negative? I don't know what the war support going on. They are at only 126 off, so. Because I can't move you to another front, right? There's no other fronts. Nope. So I guess we just go. Just keep going. I'm curious what my infamy is. I'm not sure how to find that information. Maybe I just right-click my own country. Information, diplomacy, infamy, reputable. 16.2. Due to all we're doing. Okay. They're at only 57, 43. My guess is they'll capitulate when it's done. Admittedly, I am, asking for their full annexation, so fine. There it is. Everyone go home. So we now have some states in turmoil: New Mexico, South Dakota, and North Dakota. I'm also spending several of my bureaucracy points on getting some states in. So let's look at that. There was a thing I could do. Outliner? I know there are some things down here that are being blocked, but that's okay. So here's a list of all my colonies and what I can do. And then my states. So we have unincorporated territories down here at the bottom. Michigan, Arkansas, Florida, Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota are all unincorporated states. So if I want to get that achievement for 100 states, I have to incorporate 100 states. But there was a menu that I could look at that. It was not that. Maybe population? No. No, that's not it. Censorship. What does this do? We can enact that. We'll go ahead and enact that, sure. 44% chance. We've increased the chemical plant there. Diplomatic. Diplomatic plays. Annex subject. Ah, that's how we annex it. Okay. State actions. There it is. Political ends, state actions, incorporate state. There we go. So I've hit the button for Iowa, Wisconsin, and Michigan. We also have Florida, Arkansas, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota that are able to be incorporated. And these are not able to be incorporated because I am still growing their colony. I've sent that colony available. We also have all of these here that you can see. Texas has a colony growing, so I got to stop that before it can restart. But you can see all of these here that are there. You see the ones here are locked that are already incorporated. The X's are because I have the colonies going. But you'll notice they're American Alberta. So at some point, we will be able to incorporate states beyond what the United States actually is. So that's really good for me. And I'm guessing that changing the capital... Is there a little Washington, D.C.? Little tiny District of Columbia right there, huh? Alright. Well, for now, we'll leave it where it is. I don't know if incorporating a state's good or bad. I know that I'm going to be wanting to do that as the U.S., but, you know... yeah... Yeah, incorporating things. I don't really want to incorporate more slave states until I can get rid of that idea. So, but Minnesota is not a slave state or even a undecided state. Nor is North Dakota and South Dakota, but the turmoil here is huge. So I think building a government building in every state has its uses. So we're going to do that first. And of course, that's all queued up now behind a bunch of other stuff. But hey, here's what it is. So going over to Pennsylvania, population, again, the migration going down, the growth going up in lesser forms. So I think I have to build something. So we're building an iron mine here that would help. I'm going to build a construction sector in Pennsylvania. The rest of these should get done here pretty soon. I also would like to build a barracks. Something has to be built out here. So I want to look at the peasants, because I want something that's got relatively high peasants, but I also need something out west for that one general. North Dakota, South Dakota have 10,000 some odd. Wyoming, 9,000. Yeah, we won't do that yet. Oh, I see. Alright. So we are still losing money. Our balance is going up, though. So I think it's mostly the construction goods. We just need to get some goods flowing. We had the we had this done for the chemical plants. Productivity is 1.2 negative. We've improved the earnings. Has to be at least 5. Now it's 38. You'll figure it out. Alright, so I guess let's go back to that diplomatic plays. So I guess I could make plays. I can't conquer these states, but I might be able to make plays of like making dominion or making puppets on the states. No, they're decentralized nations. So really I'm not sure why I can't do anything with it. Since they're decentralized, I can't make any kind of diplomatic play. It means I can't take them, which is very sad. I have to wait for them to throw a fit about me colonizing. Family ties has been deactivated for the interest group. Productivity of at least 5. Or been subsidized. Productivity, not weekly balance. Productivity. Okay. Okay. So how do we increase productivity? Okay. Current weekly revenue generated from production, subtracting the expenses incurred. Multiplying by 52. Okay. Well, we got the one. For Pennsylvania, I think it's just a matter of increasing value of life, or building more jobs and things. That's going to increase some value of life, I think. France and the United States we've increased our stuff here. So these are all at like 13 days, 12 days, so that should help. I'm building a farm up in Alberta, trying again to feed the population, right? We're going to try and feed the population. Alright, so we built an iron mine. That will bring growth. That brings growth because we're bringing jobs. We have bolstered an interest group. Alright. So, we can change the health system law. Alright, so we click here, laws. No health system. In order to even attempt to enact a law, it must have support by at least one government interest group or a currently active political movement. The capacity of your current government to enact the law is measured by the chance the law will pass, so-called enactment success. Start to enact anything other than no health system. Well, I can't. Just skip the lesson. We'll worry about that one later. But make interest group happy. The rural folk seem to have a low approval of our government. We should keep them happy to avoid any potential of them becoming radicalized and turning against us. So we need their improvement to be greater than 2. So let's go over here to the stuff here. They're at -5. That's interesting. Well, what do you want? It's at -5 because of censorship. We might fail that one. That's fine. Well, this colonization is not causing friction. Basically, I'm wanting to wait a little bit. I don't know when actually our truce with Mexico would be up. 1842. A new political movement to preserve right of assembly has formed. Their support is 34. The radicalism is 2. Alright, what does censorship do? Like I wanted it because it would bolster things. And it is supported by 4 interest groups: the Southern Planters, the Armed Forces, the Evangelical, and the Bourgeoisie. Right of assembly. Yeah, we're going to cancel that then. It's fine. And we've made an interest group happy, just like that. And a lot of things has happened here. A lot of things have deactivated. And a political movement has been disbanded. And a lot of things have left enact censorship. That's fine. Henry Clay has retired from public life. Weren't you the president? We now have President Elie Augustus Frederick Lafayette. That is one I have never heard of. Might be a fake character, might be someone I've just never heard of. I didn't quite know. So I would like to make a play for, see the migration out's going crazy. We have a lot of unemployed in the area. We'll worry about that in a minute. Well, can we do anything with this without it? Maybe. Not actually sure. New York has a ton of stuff here. Pennsylvania, what would happen if you built a university? Might help. Yeah, so the population keeps going up, but it's kind of close. A good vintage, the wine produced in Pennsylvania, has been lauded by sommeliers as outstanding. When people say that something ages like wine, they don't always make the distinction between wine and wine. So let me make that distinction. If you get your hands on a bottle from Pennsylvania, that bottle is more than just a good time. It can be an investment. All right, so we can make this an exclusive product for export. and we gain 5 prestige. Or we can increase production to meet the booming demand, which gives it a popular wine. And we're going to do that because we want to increase population in the state. Taste and Turmoil is now just New Mexico and South Dakota. That's fine. We have unproductive trade routes, the 2 sulfur ones, and the ammunition. Let's go ahead and cancel the ammunition for sure. And we'll cancel one of these on here. Yeah, we'll worry about that. Five flotillas in reserve. Where? It's in Maryland. So we must recruit an admiral in Maryland, which is in Dixie. We have innovative, dockyard organizer, and explorer versus experienced naval commander, direct, and brave. We'll recruit him. What else is there a problem for? Expensive government goods, we still have that problem. Paper and iron. Well, iron we're working on. But otherwise, I do wonder if I can now change whole system. Nope, still can't. So like there's no support for any of these things like charity hospitals. Evangelicals, I guess, approve of this. Trade unions, but industrialists approve. Like there's nothing here. Everyone is just indifferent. But if we can get evangelicals into power, like we're trying to bolster them, then maybe. So for us here, our information, we're now at 13.5 infamy, which decays at 0.12 per week. Oh. We are losing a ton of money. We really need to get those things down, the prices down for paper. Let's take a look. The paper goods, we need the papal markets. Let's get that. Alright. So declare interests. We're going to lose the interest in the Niger region. Declare the interest in Italy. Denmark. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna disappear that. I want that to disappear. That was the idea. Still not quite sure how I'm gonna get this away from here, unless so the Columbia district is in the British market, which I believe makes them, yeah, they're a colony of England, pretty sure. So yeah, they're a puppet of Great Britain. So, like, I could try to start something, but no. Egypt is quelling an uprising. Intelligentsia is no longer powerful. That's intriguing. They're decreasing. We are getting the evangelicals up, but I did not want to do that at the expense of the intellectuals. So my guess is we just don't have the authority for that. What are we spending authority on? Oh, Greener Grass Campaign in Pennsylvania, because it still needs that. Empty the investment pool. Current amount in the investment pool is 53.4 thousand. Where is this? You should look at putting this money to use instead of having it sit around collecting dust. The construction of such buildings takes place. The funds required to build them are deducted from the investment pool, deposited in the treasury as investment pool transfer. Yeah. What if I added a consumption tax? No. Yeah, the investment pool is there. Allows funding to be funded using the investment pool in agriculture, plantations, ranches, manufacturing industries, mines, forestries, whaling. Yeah, we're working on that. All right, so we'll just increase some more iron mines, I think. Up north. There. We'll see if that spends it. I don't know. Don't know if that spends it or not. Alright, so the Italy market is activated. Trade. Import trade routes. Paper. Paper market. Because it will actually be beneficial for me to do so. The other thing is the colonies. We can establish colonies now all over the place. But I really want to establish one in... oh, we're already going there. I cannot colonize these because we can't reach this state. Oh. Okay. So basically all I've got for Pennsylvania is just trying to work on employment and, you know, the buildings there. It should work over time. We are growing there. Input goods shortages. Engines are a shortage in the American market. All right. Well, I could look at getting a thing here, but what produces an engine? Produced in motor industries. Requires the atmospheric engine, which we have. Buildings. Railway? No. No. Production. Industry. Motor industries. No one wants to build one of those. I still think we should in Pennsylvania and New York. Let's give it a try. We'll go for it. Alright. Large numbers of Central American people have begun migrating to the state of Tasmania. Okay. And now the investment pool sits at 106,000. I'm trying to spend it. Build my buildings, for crying out loud. This population in Pennsylvania is just frustrating. We keep going up, and then no, we just can't get it to keep going. And we are continuing to lose money, though not as much. Obviously, the largest amount we're spending being in government wages. That's probably because of how much we've built on that. Our balance has occasionally gone up into the positive. Now it's a positive. We're at a positive balance. Life is good. Can I please get this? Keep going. I think we have to go through the week. One more week. Let's try that. See where we're at. Nope, it's going down. Alright. Well, I've been talking about gaming. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.